Hello, Spartans. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Meditations with Miss Munoz. Hey, Spartans! Welcome to an episode of Meditations with Miss Munoz. Thank you for joining us. Today's meditation is on how much you love your family. Say to yourself, I love my mom, I love my dad, I love my brother, I love my sister. Try to say that before you say something mean, or before you punch your little brother or sister, or before they punch you. Because trust me, I'm sure tempers are flaring now that you guys have been together for over a week because of the coronavirus. Remind yourselves how much you love each other. Remind yourselves how grateful you are to be with each other and how happy you are to be healthy and at home with people that love you and people that you love. Bye for now, Spartans.
Good morning, Spartans! This is the third week of quarantining, so I hope you're washing your hands because the best way to stay safe is to stay clean. My name is Anika Apostle, and today's date is March 30th, 2020. This week's character counts quote is by Zig Ziglar, and it says, "When you see a person without a smile, give them one of yours." What country do we live in again? Right, the United States of America. Let's do the pledge.
Please stand. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What's that song we sing on that one person's special day? Right, happy birthday to Roxana Becerra, Natalie Ibera Diaz, Andrea Diaz Gaviria, and Jet Shields. Oh, I almost forgot. Happy birthday to Mrs. Dayhoff too. Have a great day, Spartans, and I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name. Let's see what's up on the daily news.
Hi Stauffer families, this is Mr. Browning here, and I just want to take an opportunity to check in with you, see how you all have been doing these last 2 weeks, and also just touch base with you regarding our expectations and our plan moving forward. I know 2 weeks ago was quite a shock when we had word that we were going to have to close school for a little bit, and I know that it was a little overwhelming for everyone. I'm obviously talking to you from my family room here because I'm working at home like I know many of you are. Both of my boys are here at home. They're both in elementary school, but they got a ton of work. My wife's been at home working from home. So I know it's been a good time with family, but it's also been a really challenging time. You know, we're all fighting over the computer. I won though right now because I'm actually getting to use it. So that's a plus for me, but it's not easy. And so I just wanted to thank each and every one of you for your patience and for your understanding. 2 weeks ago, our teachers did an amazing thing. They've put so much time and effort and work into changing their classrooms from a physical classroom to a virtual classroom in a matter of days. And they set up Google Classrooms and they got a lot of work out to our students. But I know for a lot of families, it was a little overwhelming. All this, my child's home now and they're supposed to be logging in the computers at certain times and doing all this work. And I know it was a lot. So we've spent the last 2 weeks really collaborating and calibrating and coming up with a plan that's a little more manageable, hopefully for families, yet still keeps the rigor up and makes sure our students are still learning. Dr. Garcia sent a message out a few nights ago, and I know he said that school was going to be out to at least May 5th. So school will be closed, but only in a physical sense, because we're still moving forward regarding our online education program. And that's what I want to talk to you a little more about. So the last couple of weeks was really kind of phase one. And the main goal during phase one was just actually opening up those Google Classrooms, making sure students were logging in and making sure students had devices, those sorts of things. And as we move to phase two, which will start this Monday on March 30th, some things are going to change. So I'd like to take a few minutes and talk to you about those things. But before I do that, if you don't have a device, please reach out to me or Ms. Hano or one of the counselors so you can get one. We passed out a number of them at Stauffer a few weeks ago. This whole last week, the district has been passing them out and letting people borrow them. And that'll continue next week. So we can get you a device if you need one. So please reach out. And I know many of you need internet or Wi-Fi, and you've been working with Charter and Spectrum. I know they're backed up, but please stick with it. Until you get that Wi-Fi or device, we'll have other means for your students to complete some work and get points, but please stick with it and let us know if you need help in any of those areas. Fortunately, I think about 95% of our students right now have a device and they're able to log on and they're able to get onto Google Classroom. And so Google Classroom is really the central hub for everything that we're doing. Every single one of our teachers has one set up. The students are very familiar with it. I'm going to start by showing you a document that you've already been emailed a number of times and you've seen on social media, and all your students should have seen it. And this is basically just all the Google Classroom codes, but I want you to be aware of them. It's really easy. Let's say your student has Miss Black, right? You find Miss Black's name. You got her email here in case you ever need to email her about anything. But you also, let's say you have her fourth period. You just type that into your Google Classroom code and it'll take you to her class, and that's where all her assignments you can message her, you can do all sorts of things. So I'll include this attachment in the email accompanying this video. But I also want to go over our new schedule. We're going to have a new schedule that'll start on Monday. And the whole purpose of this new schedule is so students can plan a little more, and hopefully it'll be a little more manageable for them and not so overwhelming. It's kind of copied after a block schedule, and all the middle schools in Downey are doing something very similar. So to make it a little more manageable, it was difficult for students to get on for 6 classes a day. It was very hard. So we chopped that up into more manageable sections. So on Monday, they'll have 3 classes, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So on Monday, they'll have PE from 8 to 10, math 10 to 12, science from 12 to 2. On Tuesday, they'll have electives from 8 to 10, language arts and English from 10 to 12, and history from 12 to 2. And that'll repeat itself on Thursday and Friday. And then on Wednesday in the morning, our teachers will have office hours from 8 to 10. And then we'll have something called virtual field trips, which will be a really cool opportunity for many of our students, and we'll have more information on that. And then our teachers are going to have some planning time after that. But it doesn't mean you're glued to your computer from 8 to 2. What it just means is these are kind of like office hours. These will be times where your teachers will be available to give instruction, to hand out assignments, or if you have a question for them, you can reach out during that time. Any assignment that a teacher puts on there or a lesson, they will all be recorded. So if there's a lesson on Screencastify, which is what I'm doing right now. This is my first time ever doing it, by the way, so I'm very proud of myself. But if it's Screencastify, or if it's Zoom or a PowerPoint or something like that, you don't need to be on between 10 to 12 if it's a math class. You could view that lesson anytime. You could view it at 7 in the morning. You can view it at 5 at night, whatever works best for you. So you don't have to be there during that time. That time is just telling you that's a time your teacher will be available for sure. You can get on Google Classroom. You can ask them questions. You can Zoom with them. You can make sure you're getting any information that you need during that time. So at the bottom, you'll see some highlighted information. And the first one says around 3 hours of time will be spent per day on classwork and assignments. That's kind of our goal here. So you have 3 classes a day. So we're thinking about an hour each day. So you may spend 20 or 30 minutes watching a Screencastify video on something in your science class, and there may be like a 20-minute assignment that follows that. And that should be what it looks like for each one of your classes every day. So what that works out to is 2 assignments per week for each class. So you may be get a history assignment on Tuesday, and it'll be due on Friday. And you may get another one on Friday that'll be due again on Tuesday. Or you may get one longer assignment for the whole week, but you shouldn't have more than 2 assignments per week for each class. If you do have more, they'll be simply enrichment, optional enrichment assignments. They're nothing that would be required. So the required amount will be around 2 assignments per week for each class. We think that's pretty manageable for our students. And the final thing on there, attendance will be taken, and that's just going to be contact with teachers. So students, make sure you're contacting your teachers through Google Classroom. Turning an assignment can be contact with your teacher, or an email, or attending a Zoom class. So any sort of contact with your teacher will count as attendance. So this schedule also will be accompanying the email sent out with this video, but this is going to be kind of the plan moving forward as far as student time and our expectations, and when our teachers will be available, and all those sorts of things. Following up with that, if you do have questions, and I know that you probably will, a great resource for you is our counselors. Our counselors are fantastic. Our 6th grade counselor is Miss Greer. Her email is jgreer@dusd.net. Our 7th grade counselor is Mr. Del Rio. He's at bdelrio@dusd.net. And our 8th grade counselor is Miss Hayes. She's at ahayes@dusd.net. They're a great resource if you have any questions. You can also email Miss Hanohano at ehanohano@dusd.net, or myself at dbrowning.dusd.net. Another great resource for you are our social media accounts. We have a number of social media accounts at Stauffer. And the first one is our Twitter, and that's quite simply at Downey Spartans. You can see it right here, at Downey Spartans. And on this, we have all kinds of different pieces of information you can see on here right now. We have the reminder to pick up devices at the district if needed, Dr. Garcia's message, where to pick up food, all sorts of information you can find at Downey Spartans on Twitter. Also, our Instagram page is at Stauffer Spartans. And again, a lot of the same information is on our Instagram page, so we encourage you to follow that. And then finally, we will be opening a new website, and it should go live on Monday or Tuesday. And it's going to be a school closure website. If any of you have children at Warren High School, it's going to be very similar to theirs. So it'll be a one-stop shop for all sorts of information, classes, resources, food, anything like that. You can go to this website, and we'll be sending out the link to that website as soon as it goes live. Unfortunately, our normal website has been under construction, which is really bad timing, but we're going to have this new one up and running. And this is also where you can access our Spartan TV episodes. Miss Pyle and her students, a shout out to them. They've been doing a fantastic job with that. So this one is Miss Clark in her kitchen cooking some stuff. I know I did a little tour of what my house looks like during this time. So there's all sorts of fun videos on Spartan TV. But this website will be another great place for you to get more information. And finally, I wanted to remind everyone of an opportunity to get free lunches from 10 to 12:30 every single day that school is in session. And that would be at a number of sites, but the closest ones to Stauffer are Imperial Elementary and Warren. Every day you get a breakfast and a lunch, so I encourage you to stop by there. That being said, I just again want to thank everybody. I know this was a lengthy video, a lot of information, but I just wanted to kind of go over a few important things as we move forward. We're going to continue giving updates on our Instagram, on our Twitter, our social media sites, through emails and dialers and more videos like this. But I just want to thank you. Our primary goal is that our students are healthy and safe. I hope your families are healthy and safe, and we don't want to overwhelm them, but it's really important that we continue their education. We want them to be prepared for the end of the school year when they come back. We want them to be prepared for next school year. So I know it's a big task, but we can do it together. We can get through it together. And I know the thing I'm most proud about being part of the Stauffer family is that we're a family. And I'm so proud of our teachers for everything they've done. I'm so proud of our students for the hard work they're putting in. They're really starving for interaction and logging in and having conversations with their teachers. I'm so proud of them and so thankful for our parents and our families. and for all the support that you give us. So I'm really looking forward to seeing all of you hopefully very soon on the Stauffer campus. Hopefully some construction's getting done. But I just want to wish all of you best wishes, and I hope that again all of you are healthy and safe, and we look forward to seeing you really soon. Have a great day, Spartans.
Once again, my name is Enika Apostle. Today's date is March 30th, 2020. This week's character counts quote is by Zig Ziglar, and it says, "When you see a person without a smile, give them one of yours." Don't forget to read, lead, and succeed, Spartans. Bye!